Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. In this video we are going to uh, check whether everything is fine. So I have imported some assets. One asset is bus pack, and in this asset you will find some models of buses. Also I have imported realistic car controller and a city where we can create our game. So you can download these things from our website insun.net. You will find bus pack there. You will find realistic car controller 3.45 version as well. And for city you can search there. You will find some city as well. So after that, when we are done, and now we will check whether realistic car controller is working fine or not. So in realistic car controller you can see that we have certain folders and we have prefabs, and if we open the demo scenes folder, you can see different scenes here, and where we have car selection scene, we have some AIO scene, some city scene like this. So if you open city scene, hopefully you will see that we will have a nice city with a scene, and definitely you can use this city as well for your games. So if you play our game, you will see that hopefully we will have some city environment, and we have our RCC game overview. So let's wait for some seconds. Okay, you can see this simple scene, and here you can see we have our car, we have our AI car as well, and we can move our car, but this is controlled by PC controls. Okay, although we have converted our game to mobile Android initially, but here you can see that we can only operate this car with our PC controls. So for solving this issue, what we will do, we will go to tools. Although if you just saw the canvas, you can see that we have these controls. Okay, but definitely we can change these controls. So here you can see that we have controls, but in game view we can't see. So first thing first, we will go to tools, realistic car controller, and we will go to edit RCC settings. So this is the first step of setting up your game. So here you can see that we have some behaviors here. Simulator behavior is there, we have racing behavior as well, so we can override the behaviors as well. Okay, and we will keep it to simulator. And after that, we have main controller types. We have certain type of controllers like Xbox, PS4, mobile, so you can definitely choose your own desired controller. Here you can see Logitech steering wheel we can use as well, and we can create our custom controller as well. So for this mobile game, we will select mobile controller, and now everything is fine. If we play the game, you will see that we should have mobile controllers. Also in mobile controllers we have touch screen, steering wheel, gyro, and joystick. So we will keep touch screen here, and if we start our game, then hopefully we will see that our controls will work absolutely fine. So let's see, and hopefully racing meters will also work. So we will definitely customize everything later on, but for time I'm just setting up the things. So now you can see that we have nice controls. We have brake, reverse, we have this control for acceleration. We can definitely customize these controls. We have this right and left control. We also have this fuel option, I think, and this is for what, I don't know. Yeah, it's for this. Okay, we can check these settings inside our scene view. Also, you can see that we have our fully functioning speedometer, and when we speed up, you can see we have working speedometer, as well as this meter we have, and we will check that what is this meter as well. And we have these lights option where we can enable right and left light. Also we have so you can just uncheck these lights, and now we can also change the camera positions. Here you can see we have this camera. Definitely we can add more and more cameras as well, but the standard cameras I think that are enough for racing. So you can see that we have a ready made project which we will use in our game. And in the left side, if we go to scene view, you can see this is the scene view, and inside scene view, if we click on any object, like you can see a record play button is I don't know where it is, and this is actually the hand brake. Yeah, this is also used for brake, and this button is for NOS. And also we can change these buttons, and if we want to use some steering wheel, for example, we can use that wheel as well. So I think we should use steering wheel, and inside the hierarchy you can see steering wheel is also there. So if we enable this steering wheel, I think it can't be enabled in play mode. So if we uncheck this play mode and steering wheel, if we enable it, you can see a very nice steering wheel here, and definitely we can use this. Some things we don't need, so for NOS we don't need NOS. And one important thing is that RCC canvas is actually a prefab. Okay, so if you want to create some changes, we have to open this prefab before doing some changes. So I will just rename this canvas, and I will just make a new name. So we will say game UI like this, and now we will go to our folder which we can create, and we will name it prefab, and here I will just add this prefab over here, original prefab. Okay, so now we have this prefab, and we will select the prefab, we will open this prefab, and now you can see that we have these items. So in scene view, now we can customize this UI. Okay, so for steering wheel we can choose some sprite. I will just bring some sprites time by time. So I will just add sprites here, and for sprites I will just add these 3 sprites which I have created for brakes and steering wheel. So we can just bring these here, and now we can select these sprites, and we will convert these sprites into 2D and sprites option. So unfortunately Unity is taking too much time. Anyhow, we will select it, we will convert it to 2D. So sorry, it's taking too much time. I think we have to restart the Unity, otherwise we will face this issue. Sorry for delay. We will select sprite 2D, and then we will also make it smaller. So just go here, maximum size, and we'll make it 512 or 254, whatever you want. So it's taking too much time, sorry for delay. I will just restart the Unity. I have restarted the Unity, and now before making some changes to RCC City main scene, we can just save this scene as a new scene. So save as, and we will go to main scenes, and here we can say level 1 maybe for time. Definitely we can modify these things later on. So now we can go to sprites, and here we can select sprites. We can make these sprites 2D. Also we will change the graphics, so we can make it 512, which will be very nice graphics for mobile games. And now we can select this steering wheel, and here you can see steering wheel, and here you can see the image. We can just drag drop our own image here, and now you can see we have very nice steering wheel here. In the meanwhile, we can also change this NOS. We don't need, so definitely we can, actually we should first open the prefab and then make these changes. Okay, so here you can see we will select again the steering wheel, and we will just select this image here, and we have this NOS option which we don't need. We will just uncheck this option. Also the main NOS field, this one, we don't need it as well, so I will just remove it, so that our UI should be much more cleaner than before. Also for these two arrows, we don't need these arrows, so we will select it first, and actually where are these right and left arrows? Yeah, here it is. So you can see left and right arrows. We can just make it inactive for time. Also for handbrakes, we can change these sprites as well. So here is the brake, and I think that yeah, brake pedal is here, so I will just select it, and I will add our own brake pedal. Okay, so this is nice, I think. Similarly for the accelerator, if we select accelerator, where it is, brake gas, and its name is gas, I think, for accelerator. So we can just select the gas sprite, and we can change it to accelerator sprite. Definitely it's smaller than the brake, so we will definitely customize these according to our game. Also before doing anything, we will change aspect ratio to 1280 and 720, which will be compatible with all sizes, and that's a better option. And then after that we will again go to scenes, and here for this gas accelerator, actually we can select the main object, and we can make it bigger like this. In game view we can recheck, and actually the prefab is not saved, so that's why we are not getting it, I think. So yeah, so anyhow, that's fine. And for brake, yeah, that's fine, I think. So now if we go to game view, you can see that this is accelerator, this is brake, but brake is too far away, so I will select it, and we can add it here maybe. So after saving it will be implemented. Okay, so yeah, that's nice. So now if we play the game, hopefully everything will work absolutely fine. So let's see. And you can see that vehicle is missing, and why vehicle is missing, everything is fine actually. Let's see. Yeah, accelerator working fine, this is also working fine, and steering wheels is not there. So yeah, that is the issue I think. So we will select the game UI, and it's already opened. So I think we, after saving, if we go outside and if we play one more time, let's see. Sometime we face this type of issues, so we have to solve these issues. So yeah, actually we if we move to Pawn Cracker games and edit RCC settings, we have to, in mobile section, we have to select the steering wheel actually. Okay, so yeah, that may be the issue. So hopefully now, yeah, that was the issue. So now you can see that we have a steering wheel, and that is working absolutely fine, but we have this nose thing here. Okay, NOS. So for that purpose, if we select the steering wheel, you can see that we have auto reverse, engines are running at awake, use automatic gear. Okay, we will configure it later on, no problem. So that's fine. So we have now the basic shape, and definitely we will work on these speedometers and also some other options. So before that, we will also check that what is there which we have imported for our city. So if we open the city section, you can see we have two scenes here, scene day and scene night. So if we open the scene day, you will see a very nice scene here and of a city, and in this city we will create our game. So that is something which is nicer, and definitely if you need a Pakistani simulator game, then we can create some banners for in Urdu maybe. So that thing we will do in next steps when we will set up our whole city for our game. Also you can see that these objects are not in a in any game object. So for organizing purpose, we will just create an empty object. We will just rename this object as a city environment, and then we will select these objects, all of objects, and then we will add these objects inside city environment, and I don't know what is this, and I will just, yeah, it's some missing object. So yeah, it's some missing object. We can add this in city environment, no problem. And after that we can go to prefabs, and we will just select the city environment, and we will drag drop the environment here. So now we have a city environment prefab which we can reuse. So whenever we need it, we can just drag drop it, and that's it. This is our city. So definitely we will use this prefab in our own level 1, and then we will customize the city and do lot of things. Also for city we also have a night scene. So if we go to night scene, you can see a night scene here, which is actually very good, but the problem is with lighting actually. Okay, that's why we can't see the roads and other things. So if we go to rendering lighting settings, and if we change color to something lighter, you can see that we have a nice city here. So for this city we will also create a empty object, and then we will rename it to city night maybe, and then we will select everything in the level, and then we will add this to city night. Also we will drag drop this city night into prefabs, and that will be our new prefab. So actually this is prefab here. Okay, I will just delete it. We should have it inside the main prefab section. So that's nice. So here we have a new city prefab. We can drag drop it, and we can use this city model. Okay, we have everything ready. So now you can see we have prefabs, we have our one level with a steering wheel and also brakes and other things, and we will make some more changes with UI elements in next video. So let's meet in next video. Allah Hafiz.